Hey, welcome back, everybody. How are we doing? How are we doing? How are we doing? Um, I know it's been a couple days, and let's talk about the fusion. I haven't talked about the fusion yet in any of the videos, and today I think is the day that we are going to address this fusion, this type of fusion, and my personal opinion on what I think you should do. Okay, so here's the rub. Okay, this champion, she's a high elf. She is a defense based champion. Obviously, she looks really cool. We can always say that about Raid. They always make things look pretty. Excuse me. Let's go over abilities quick. A1, attack intruder, attacks one enemy 2 times, books up to a 50% chance of placing provoke, 10% chance of counterattacking. When an ally Arbiter is hit, occurs only once per hit. Okay. A2, formation phalanx, books to a 3-turn cooldown, 100% chance when booked, attacks all enemies, and then places a shield and one random buff from all enemies. I'm sorry, has a 100% chance of removing all shield buffs and one random buff from all enemies, and then places shield on all allies for 2 turns. Value of the shield is based proportionally on this champion's defense. Her A3 defensive measures books to a 3-turn cooldown. She will place big ally protection on all allies except this champion for 2 turns, and then places big strengthen on all allies for 2 turns. She has 2 passives. First passive, Crisis Response, 4-turn cooldown. Increases champion's accuracy by 20 for each ally under ally protection buff. But the cooldown is when killed, resets the cooldown of Destiny's Call skill for for any ally arbiter. If there are multiple champions in the team with the skill, only one will activate. And then her other passive is Ultimate Purpose, another 4-turn cooldown. But increases champion's resistance by 20 for each ally under any ally protection buff. The champion will also receive 20% of the damage of any ally arbiters. If there are multiple champions on the team, only one will activate. If any ally arbiter is about to get killed by a fatal hit, it will place unkillable on them for a turn. If there are multiple champions of this skill, only one will activate. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. She is going to be pretty solid for any mid game and lower account, I think. I think if you have the resources, you should probably go for this. This is actually one of the easier fusions to do because this is a hybrid fusion. It is a you get the fragments for the epic champions, and then you turn those fragments into the epic, and then you fuse those epics into the legendary. Okay. Um, I think this is really going to help mid to lower game accounts. In Hydra especially, Arena, a lot of stuff like that. So I think if you can, you have the resources in your mid game, go for it. But if you're like me, she's not going to do anything for you. But this does not mean that we are going to miss an opportunity with this, okay? How many books does she need? 4, 9, 10, 11. That's not bad. 11 is actually very low for a legendary. Um, Here's the thing. We're not going to miss an opportunity for this. Because if you're like me, and this is my only other recommendation, if you are missing fragments from Mother Maud, then I'm going to recommend to you that you start picking up these stupid ass fragments from these epics, okay? And that's what I'm doing right now, and it's helping me out anyways because I have to do this stupid mission to get 20 mythical artifacts from any dungeon, and I'm looking, and Fire Night is going on right now, right? So I'm gonna grab these, and the Dungeon Divers event, there is a Primal Shard for 6,000 points, and you get a 5-star Mythic Core, which doesn't matter. But you do get some superior oils, but Champion Fragment again. Remember, it's 5 to 1. So if you get the Fire Knight plus the Dungeon Divers stuff, that's 50 fragments, 5 to 1. So, it's 10 fragments for Mother Maud, hopefully, or you get 10 chests, and hopefully you get lucky. But yeah, just keep that in mind. Raid's also trying to do some weird shit. Hold on, let me look. It was just this. Yeah, so this is going on right now. If you make any of these purchases, you will get this, up to $35. You will get this, um, and I think you get Sachi too. I think is their driving force there. I don't think that's going to be going anywhere. Um, yeah, I don't think I recommend buying anything except maybe these Soul Stone packs. These are, if you're end game, those will be valuable. But yeah. Also, this epic is a fucking monster. He hits really hard. Let's go look at him here quick as well. Yeah, this dude, fuck, nobody's got him yet. This dude fucking crushes. Okay, his A1, he'll attack 2 times. Each hit is books up to, looks like a 30% chance of placing a stun, which doesn't matter. He's all based on attack for damage. His A2 books to a 3-turn cooldown, attacks one enemy 2 times. Each hit will ignore shield, increase defense, and strengthen buffs. So everything short of ally protection and stone skin. And then each hit also heals him by 20% of the damage inflicted. Oops. His A3, Dragon Shuriken, books to a 3-turn cooldown, attacks all enemies. Before attacking, he gives himself increased crit rate, crit damage for 2 turns. This is just like Genbo. Okay. And then Sanctified Killer increases champion's crit damage by 10% every time they kill an enemy. This will stack up to 30, and this does not reset upon death. If this champion's Blades of Finality skill kills an enemy, the next skill they use will ignore 30% of the target's defense. And he's got very good base stats, especially his attack is actually very nice. He's kind of got like a legendary base attack, roughly like 1400's very good. Yeah, he's kind of cool looking. He looks like one of those lizard guys from Skyrim, or lizard man assassin from D&D. But here's the thing: if you're not going for a legendary like myself, and you don't have Mother Mod, I think priority 1 is, hey, pick up the fragments so you can recycle them for mod. Okay, think about that. I will probably pick up 2 copies, or I'll probably pick up 100. Yeah, because if you pick up 100 of these, you can recycle them when the fusion's over. Because that's the only time you can recycle. It's a safe measure for players. Plarium is implemented so that if you do get fragments during a fusion, you can't recycle the fragments until the fusion's over. And it's like a couple days afterwards, I think. And that's just to stop you from using that, like accidentally refunding them during the fusion, because then they have to come in and try to fucking fix it. But yeah, okay, here we are. Too long, didn't watch, skip to this part. If you don't have Mother Mod and you're not mid-game, don't go for this. This is a bait. She's cool, but she's not essential or anything. Pick up 1 copy of the epic for yourself. Pick up another copy, but don't fuse that copy. So you can, if you're like me and I'm sitting at 88, if I get 20 pulls on the chest, that should hopefully get me, on average, to finish Mother Mod. And Mod is actually very good. People were sleeping on her and shitting on her, but she's actually really good. Yeah, let me take a look here. Sacred Order. Yeah, there she is. Yeah, people really like her for Hydra and stuff. Yeah. Oh, she's just a beefed up version of Doom Priest. Yeah, Doom Priest is fucking amazing. What are you smoking? But anyways, that's going to be it for the video. Again, if you're not going for the fusion like myself, pick up 1 copy of the epic. I mean, actually, technically with empowerment, now that I'm thinking about it, pick them all up. Fuck it. Yeah, make a +3 of this guy, and then just take him into arena or whatever Curse City stages and just start tearing ass. But yeah, that's going to be it for today. We'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.